Hi everyone, welcome to my first blog. We're going to do a blog today on blue eyeshadow. So I have a couple different looks I want to show you, two to be exact. So one of my eyes is going to be one look and the other eye is going to be the other look. I already put on my foundation and concealer. I have a light gloss on and that's it. So I haven't done anything else. I have a light blush on as well. The first thing I'm going to do is an eye primer, and it's actually going to be the shadow color. It is called, let me see, Clearwater, and it's by MAC. So it is actually a paint pot. I'm going to show you the color. So it's this blue. It's very pretty. So, put this on first. I like using my finger to put on these paint pots, just because I don't want to get it too thick. These are also used as just like a base primer. Soft Ochre is a very popular one, as is Painterly. Okay, so we have that guy on. I'll also take brush. It's a pencil brush. This one's called an E30 by Sigma. MAC also makes a really nice little pencil brush. So I'm going to take that Clearwater color. I'm going to do kind of an ethereal wash. So I'm going to go underneath the eye as well. I'm going to use, this is actually new. It is a Lorac Gold. It's called Gold Unzipped. It's so shiny you can't even see it. Okay, open this guy. Ta-da! These colors are gorgeous. So pretty. Really pretty gold. So I'm going to take, let's see, this one is called Uninhibited. I'm going to take this guy. Just going to pop it. Right toward the inside. Just to give it some shimmer and a little more dimension. Perfect. I'm just going to take a little and put it on the inside because I want to brighten up that inner corner. This color blue and like a warm gold complement each other very well. Okay, so pretty simple so far. So next we're going to do a little lash curling and eyeliner and then mascara. So if you've never used a lash curler, it's not that difficult. I'm going to get down to the base, and I usually just press for a couple seconds. You want to walk it out to the end of your lashes. You see a little bit of curl already. It's always easier to kind of go in and manipulate them a little more rather than try to straighten out a crease line. Lashes. Alright, now I'm going to use a liner brush, and this is a Sigma, it's an E05. That's one of my newer guys that I've gotten. I have to figure out this whole thing. Anyway, Sigma E05. And I will be using Sahi Fluid Line. It's a MAC product. I'll kind of show you what it looks like. I went to collecting my blues today that I have and realized that the blues that I have, most of them were either limited or they were from older collections, so I had to go to MAC today and pick up new stuff, and I got a lot of little sample containers with the things that I like. So the blue, looks about like that guy. It's a little bit metallic, but it's dark enough and really pretty. Okay, and I'm just going to go on the same eye that we have been working on. You can see how much that just thickens up the line just by going underneath. One other thing that I might do is go underneath with the liner, just toward the outside. Just to get a little bit of depth. And I'm going to take the pencil brush that I was using before. I'm going to blend it through. Now if you want to do like a little bit more definition in the crease, and you can stop at any point and just put mascara on. If it's something that you feel comfortable with and you like the way that it looks, just put mascara on and go. But I'm going to amp it up just a little bit more. This is a really great eyeshadow from MAC. It's called Plumage, and I actually do have my little guy that I've used quite a bit of. It's this kind of peacocky, like dark blue color. And the brush that I'm using it's a MAC 221, which this brush is so awesome. It's a newer one. A lot of times whenever you go to get in your crease, you'll have a brush that's too big, so it's kind of going everywhere. This one has a little tighter tip, so it's going to be more focused. Just kind of swirl this in here. I have a habit where I wear rings so I can tap off any excess powder that I have. I'm just going to start here on the outside. Just kind of placing some of the color. Not really dipping up into the crease yet. A lot of times I'll find my crease and use about like a 45-degree angle. I just kind of swirl it back and forth. Of course, this is a totally different experience, because I usually do my makeup in the bathroom or in natural outdoor lighting, because I find that to be the best. Okay, so we get the lovely idea here. You can even take the darker and put it right up next to the lash line. I would normally grab a little bigger brush to blend, but we're going to make do with this guy. Okay. Ooh, mascara. I'm going to use, it's L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. I'd been using one that was waterproof and I really liked it, but it kind of wrecked my lashes. So you gotta be careful with those. A lot of times I like to use waterproof because my lashes will go right back down after curling them. So the waterproof will kind of make them stay in place. But I got to where I was doing it every day. Bad kid. And I usually have one of these little spoolies. And after I put on my mascara, I just go through it with that. I don't think any mascara is completely clump free. I think that's okay. It's just kind of the nature of the beast. There's another product that I like. It's an inner rim liner by Tarte. So I put it on the bottom here. on my waterline. Just going to kind of take off any of that blue that transferred from the top. This is super water resistant. Will stay on all day. You have to be kind of careful that you don't get too much. I like it because a lot of times people say to use a white liner. This one has a little bit of a flesh tone to it, so it's going to be less harsh of a look. Alright, I like that one. Hope you like that one too. Okay, now we're going to do the other eye. Okay, we're back. So now I'm going to do the other eye. We're going to start off with a primer. It's by Inglot. I'm not actually sure if I'm spelling it or saying that correctly. And it's shade 101. But it's this kind of yellow based primer. MAC has one that I really like. It's called Soft Ochre. That's very popular. Make sure I don't get too much of this. I've just already purchased that one and I like it. So there's also one that MAC has and it's called Painterly. It's going to be a little bit more of a pink tone. People use that one as well. The reason I like a yellow toned primer is because it's going to cancel out any of those purple tones or veining that might be showing through, like right up in there. So it's going to help cover that. Some people take primer all the way up to their eyebrow. I typically don't. A lot of times I'll use concealer on my lid to my eyebrow, pretty sheer, and that'll do the primer over that, so I don't really see the need to add more texture. So yeah, we got that little guy. And now, let's see. I'm going to use a little bit more of a, like a gray blue. This is MAC's Navy ×9 palette. This guy is Mold Over. It's going to be the center one. He's going to look almost charcoal gray. And I'm just going to go in the crease, or I guess it's still blue gray. Also, another tip that I'll do, instead of just putting eyeshadow directly, I'll take a setting powder of some sort, some kind of sheer powder, and I'll put it all over my brush. Then I'll put it on my shadow, kind of mix it around, kind of softens it up. That way you get a little bit softer color in the crease and you don't have to do quite so much work blending. Also, the reason that you point your brush like this is so that you can lift the crease. If you're going like this, you're going to close down your eye. And if you do this, then you're going to open it because you're actually going above. We'll use a transition color to kind of blend out the edges, and I'll show you what that is later. Use a little bit more. A little more toward the outside. There's also another color in here which is really pretty. It's called Copper Plate. It's this little gray guy here. Whoop, right there. I can blend that through as well. I always love those challenges where people put on makeup and don't use a mirror. Sometimes it's easier to feel than to actually look and see what's going on. Alright, so we got our still blue gray in there. And I go back to the gold, just because I really did like that kind of gold color. I might, yeah, we're going to use this one again. This little guy, Uninhibited. I'm going to grab my other like little kind of flat brush. We're going to go a little bit crazy on the shimmery. I really like this color. If you have blonde hair or just wear gold tones really well, this is a really great palette to invest in. Also, I've used it on brides, and it's just gorgeous. Because it's not too glittery. And it's still warm enough that it looks really nice on the skin. Some golds can be a little too yellow and too harsh. Little inner highlight there. Woohoo! Actually use my hands quite a bit when doing makeup. Ooh. Now I want to mainly concentrate the eyeliner on the bottom on this one. I'm going to use a different color. This one's called Waveline. It's Fluid Line from MAC. This one's kind of plummy. You'll actually see it whenever it goes on. It's like a navy. I don't know, it's not like a green blue, not like the other one. You will see shortly. I'm just going to go underneath of this guy. It's kind of interesting too. Blues will they will turn different colors on different skin tones sometimes. So it will mix with like a yellow base foundation, so you'll end up with a little bit of a greener blue. This is fun. Colors are really easy to wear underneath your lash line. They're not quite as scary as having them all over your eyelid. MAC will tell you that fluid line is not recommended for the waterline, so I will tell you that it's not recommended for the waterline, but I use it on my waterline. I just find that it stays really well. And the reason I like using this product on the underneath part is because fluid line is going to be waterproof. So once it sets, it sets. It's not going to keep coming down. It's not going to settle here. It's not going to do anything like that. It's just going to stay put and be awesome. Just my avant-garde blue. My other tip is if you get it too far down, I think that's a little too edgy for what you want to wear every day. This is a great look for night as well, though. Then what I'll do is I'll I have my little Real Technique sponge here. You can use a beauty blender or whatever you're comfortable with. But I'll put a little bit of concealer on it. I'll just place it. And I'll just roll up. And it's going to soften our little line there. Just a little bit softer. And it's still going to stay. I have to say I haven't worn a whole lot of blue in the last couple years, and I think it was because it was my school color. So let's just say I wore a lot of blue eyeliner back in the day. I'm going to take this same color. I'm going to put it underneath my lash line again. You can do a wing liner, but a lot of times it just takes time. So This is kind of the easiest way just to do a nice little line. You've amped up your lashes. And you haven't spent forever trying to get your wings to match up. But whenever you do create the perfect winged eye, it's call for celebration. Of course, you can add lashes on top if you like. Now on this eye, toward the inside, I'm going to add a blue. So I'm going to add this little blue guy. Just like with any color, if you want it to look clean and natural, just don't use a whole lot of it. I almost think of colors as accents. Doesn't mean you have to go Mimi and spread it all over your eyelid, up to your eyebrow. I was looking up inspiration images and she kept popping up. I think she gave blue eyeshadow a bad rap. Oh, need to do a highlight next to our eyebrow. Eyebrows. I'm going to use this little guy on the left. He's called Silver Fog. I think these are 40 for the whole 8-pack or 9-pack. Yeah, 9 colors. I still have a little bit of blue residue on my brush. Just kind of makes it a little bit more fun though. Let's see. On that one, why don't we do gold highlight? We'll mix it up. This is the actual gold here. So turn that back. This is one called Unlocked. That's what that one's called. This little brush is amazing. It's the 212. It's a MAC 212. So awesome. I use it to define out my eyebrows. So after I do my eyebrow color, then I'll take a concealer or foundation and use this little brush, and I go through and I just cut where I want this line to be. If you notice, I keep it really close to that line. I don't want to do like whole big sweeping motions. And here we got that. And if it gets a little too shiny, just go back through. Blend it down just a little bit. Use the same gold highlight on the inner again. Makeup is definitely addicting. Okay, I'm gonna do a little face powder. This is something that I really, really like. It is Too Faced and it is called Selfie Powder. But I really do like it. It's super sheer. Where's my little brushy guy? This guy. It's super sheer. I can use this. This one is a bronzer, toasted, totally toasted. You can use that as a bronzer. The yellow will highlight, give a lightness to your face. The Moon River is actually a good, it's a good highlighter that I will use through here and here. But then this and this, or this I'll use on the cheekbones. And then this one I use under the cheekbones and then sometimes just all over as a bronzer just to give color. But they blend out really nicely. So I'm going to use Sunrise, the yellow one. Just going to kind of sweep through. Kills any shine. And I have a real problem with powders because a lot of them will break me out. So this one doesn't. And I've had a lot of other artists recommend it as well. Woo! Okay. Do I look selfie ready? Ooh, I did find a blush today at Ulta that I really liked. I'm not going to go through a whole face thing, but I can't stop at the eyes. It's a baked blush by Palladio, and what's this one? This one's called Rosy. It's a tiny guy, but I like it because I can carry it everywhere. And it's this little kind of pinky. It's got a shimmery highlight to it, but I like that because then I don't have to use a highlighter. It's all in one. I have a little bit on. I don't know how much it shows up, but I'm going to add a little more. Sometimes I'll add more blush after I do my eyes, if I've done it previously, just because I realize, oh, I need more color. Or if I decide to do more of a nude lip, then I want those cheeks to be a little more colorful. And then if I get my blush a little too close, or if I have a little too much pinkness there, I'll even take this yellow guy. I'll just draw him down just a bit, right next to my nose. Kind of gets rid of any of that. All right. I would say we are good to go. Oh, I was going to do one more thing. This guy. I was going to do like a transition. You can use a transition color. It really just blends this up a little better. On one of them, I'm going to use my brand new blush. Which eye do we want pinkiness in? This one. That one right there. I'm using my little blender brush from MAC again. And you're going to go right here where the darkness kind of stops. Okay, and then on the other one, I'm going to use Totally Toasted. Why not? You can just lightly blend it up. Light touch is the key. Thank you everyone for watching my video. Leave any comments that you might have below or any questions that you might have. I look forward to making another video, and I'll see you next Monday. Thank you guys. Bye.